Welcome to Challenge of Isaac Rebirth Part 6. Speaking of challenges, so to get more of these unlocked. Alright. We still need to unlock Samson and Maggie. Now we still need to beat Satan and a few other characters as well as Mom's Heart. How about we play Lazarus, I guess? Nah, you know what? Let's go Eden. Eden starts completely random each and every time. Usually with a trinket. In this case we have a pill. Fire tears. A few stats to the second pip over there. In this case, the shovel. Oh, fighting gluttony right off the bat. This shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Everything went out perfect. So, for Samson, we need to not take any damage, any sort of damage, for 2 floors. Easiest, obviously, to do on the first 2 floors of the game. So, we'll see if I can manage to do that early on. If not, well, you know, no big deal. There's always plenty of other opportunities for that. But that really should be prioritized. Another big problem is fire tears will occasionally explode. I believe it has to do with the luck stat, but don't quote me on that. There's one of the fire explosions right there. Okay, big room I want to... Oh, they're both big rooms. Okay, that's not good. What I'm gonna try to do is put the bomb off center, try to get into the rock as well as the secret room, and that's exactly what happened. I haven't taken any damage yet, which is a major plus. Let's keep that up. I don't like this room. Not one bit. Alright, let's just go straight to fighting the boss, shall we? Actually no. We haven't gotten the treasure room or the item room for that matter. Same thing, what am I talking about? The treasure / item room in the shop. Both of those need to be explored. Well, maybe not the shop. But certainly the item room. Alright. Problems here so far. Speedball. Doesn't really do much effectively, but at least Isaac likes it. Okay, I could bomb for a secret room. We're getting a whole crap of soul hearts. There's not many bombs, I can't really do anything about the secret room, so I will move on from that. I do, however, feel like it might be worth using the shovel. Wow. For exactly this reason. Maybe we can get a bomb. Oh. Maybe you can get me $1 million. Just mail it to my house. That'd be nice. Oh, it was worth a shot. I believe the secret room is here. On the first floor, it could be in the most unlikely of locations. Oh, it wasn't there. Maybe I should have blown up all those pots. Maybe get some money out of that. My stupidity is finally set in. You know, I'm gonna apologize for that. I've been having migraines for the past week or so. Bad weather, I guess. So my brain's not fully functioning right now. That's alright though. I think I have more than enough capacity to play Isaac at the very least. I believe my whole goal for this channel in the first place was to provide competent gameplay, which, well, I haven't been great at it right now, but as long as I don't take damage and unlock Samson, I feel like I'm heading in the right direction there. Speed and damage, and the little baggie. I think that's using every drug type, or maybe getting a bunch of drug upgrades in total. I'm not sure exactly how I unlocked the baggie. Okay, I can't go in there. No damage policy. I'm gonna get hit on the boss, aren't I? I'm gonna get hit by like one really, really bad room. Or possibly even just red fire. I hate that crap. This room shouldn't be too bad, at least. But it's the bigger room I'm worried about. We have plenty of keys so far, which is always a plus in my book. I've been practicing on this game a little bit in hard mode. I said there wasn't really much of a point in first impressions when people have already beaten the game by this point. And I'd rather give some kind of logical thought process. No, I'm not going to turn back at all. This is the last room that we have to fight anything in. As long as we don't take any damage, we should unlock Samson. And it's Monstro. Normally a pushover. A stray bullet can do us in. Which would be the biggest shame. Fire doesn't hurt us, by the way. At least not our own. The explosion does. I can go into the Deal with the Devil room, but it might be Krampus. Or have we unlocked it yet? I guess that's one downside to having everything unlocked, is that you don't know exactly what needs to be done anymore. Looks like I didn't take any damage, so if any luck, we've unlocked Samson. Unfortunately, we didn't unlock Eve because that requires picking up no types of hearts for 2 floors. This can be accomplished in 2 ways. One, not picking up any soul or black hearts, or alternatively, just filling up your health to the point where you can't pick them up even if you wanted to. I think we're gonna have to focus on the latter if I really want to make it through this. And at least beat Satan. Though we seem to be pretty strong anyway. Another fortune of Eve is that taking damage is not a detriment to it, only a detriment to your survival. For unlocking it anyway. Flies, soul hurt, lots of mystery pills. Okay, let's hope they're all good. Are you a wizard? Well, here's something I learned, mostly from watching other people, I have to say. If you fire, let's say, down and to the left, and you press left, you can fire in one particular direction if you alternate. This is a very useful skill to have if you want to, you know, take RU a wizard and not lose out on maybe the boss rush if you're kind of struggling with getting there on just the right amount of time. 48-hour energy. Well, might as well put one down. Health down. Ooh. Alright. Let's put one down here. Nothing. Let's put a final one down. This is probably going to make me run into them at some point. Unfortunately, none of those were at the crawl space. Move the key. And Midas touch. Every time we touch an enemy, they'll turn solid gold. If we kill the enemy when they're solid gold, they will drop pennies. It can be useful, but not if you want to, you know, avoid taking damage. Or if you don't have any form of invincibility. Via my little unicorn. Or the game kit. There's a live demonstration of what happens if you're too close to your fire shots, and we get Paperclip, Master of Unlocking. One of my favorite trinkets in the game. It prevents you from using any keys from when using a golden chest. This is great because I love opening golden chests, even if maybe it's not always advised. Taking a little bit of damage, but we've already gotten the item we needed. So I want to beat Cavern Boy, or get that achievement rather, which isn't a massive concern right now. Nothing yet. Pretty boring room right here. I could use a non-existent bomb to get to that chest. But somehow I don't think I can break the laws of physics today. There we go. We get Gimpy and Flat Penny. This allows me to get a key at a half rate for every penny I pick up. In other words, 50% chance of getting a key. I'm going to stick with Master of Lockpicking as it's overall better for us, and I think I have more than enough keys to last the rest of the game. Let's go fight the boss, and it's Gritty Jr. I don't think I ever liked fighting Gritty Jr. I don't think anyone does. He usually uses an attack, I believe it's a he. Could very well be female as well. That's regular Gritty. But he typically fires projectiles or summons flies and then lunges at you. Possibly lunging twice in a row. I don't feel like it's worth it to stay on this floor any longer than we have been, so let's go down. I think I've been making pretty good time, all things considered. Let's go in here right away. And we get Guppy's Collar. 50% chance to revive isn't that great on its own, but it can save your run. Alternatively, it's also useful for obtaining Guppy. I don't see why I would never pick it up in the first place, but if it was offered in Deal with the Devil, I think I would pass. Oh yes, another effect of the fire tears, though very, very minor, is a damage over time similar to poison, but it sets enemies on fire. It also illuminates the area, so if you ever get Curse of Darkness, it could be useful to light an enemy on fire to kind of get your bearings. Well, that was terrible. But we're still very much alive. I don't think we'll have any trouble winning this run. At least when it comes to Mom's heart. Technology. Interesting. This will have an interesting impact to tiers. But there's no reason not to take it. Now what I want primarily is a tiers upgrade. As usually picking up technology, for some reason, fire rate is not as good as it should be. That was the Midas touch in effect. So we get some money. It's probably one of the better on-touch effects in the game, especially early on. If you don't mind being a little self-sacrificial, you could pick up a lot of money this way very early on. Making beginner shops, well, beginning run shops very much more worth it, shall we say. Alright, plenty of money. Maybe we'll go to the shop on this floor. Kinda haven't been even touching it as of late, and it's right there. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention Mom's wig. I think over time you just generate spiders. Spiders in general are much harder to generate than flies are. But I'm not sure if they do more damage. Lens habit. There's no real reason to pick this up, but I'll take it. Well, at least not right now. The ability to, you know, increase how fast we get our shovel based on how much damage we take is something we really need. Gertie's a pretty annoying fight. Not because of how difficult, but rather it just takes so long. We could also hide behind Gertie, making it so that it only summons and never actually fires at us. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it is useful, and it will speed up the process a little bit, because I don't have to spend as much time dodging. Or else that will happen. And after that, we get a deal with the Angel, as we haven't actually taken a deal with the Devil yet. And we pick up the WAFER Damage resistance, so that no matter what amount of damage we take, it'll always be half of one heart. There is an item in the game called the Spark Plug? Something like that. You can buy in the shop, and that takes away 2 hearts to fully refill an item. It'll only take half a heart with the WAFER. All champion enemies will also do reduced damage, as well as the womb in general. There's a boss rush room. I don't think I want to stay on this floor any longer though. I could perceivably. I could find an arcade, but I'm not going to look for it. I think we're doing well enough as it is. All we really need is a tiers upgrade. I'm going to do it. I immediately regret my decision. It's not often I regret opening golden chests, but this is one of those times for sure. Spider's actually helping quite a bit in this case. Though never as much as I would like. Pheromones. Useful if you find it again. Alright, brimstone spiders. I think they only start appearing in the depths. But when they do, you have to take a lot more time. Paused in place when you see any spiders on the walls. Failure to do so is probably going to get you injured. Oh yes, these enemies as well also only do half-hearted damage instead of a full heart. You have to wafer. As do spikes. I forget if spikes did a full heart of damage to you in the original Isaac. But I remember being surprised when I first got hit by spikes and took that full heart. Alright, let's put one down. Nothing. Then we get the miter. This is becoming a stronger and stronger run by the moment. With the miter, I don't really feel an urgent need to not take as much damage, as we're going to get a lot more soul hearts damage. Pair that with the wafer, and I think we're going to be just fine. If playing a little bit reckless will... No, there's no way. Never mind. Lockdown! That is the exact opposite of what I would want to happen. Couple of really annoying ghosts. Any enemy that disappears is an enemy I don't like, because then they take no damage. I should have been looking for tinted rocks earlier. I suppose I haven't really felt the need. Still, there's no reason for my sloppy play. There's no excuse for my sloppy play. My soul heart is worth a bomb. After all, why do you blow up tinted rocks, eh? Still don't know if those tentacles do anything. Oh, speaking of not doing anything, I was playing through one of the runs I was doing on the second save file, and I encountered the strangest happening. Essentially, I went into the room with a bunch of demons that turn invisible, and you have to blow up the 2 barrels to set them free. I stayed in there long enough, I was generating some kind of spacebar item. I forget exactly what I was using, but I kept reusing it. Eventually, all the doors opened, and the game acted as if I completed the room, even though the enemies were very much alive and still there. I suppose because there's nothing for me to fight, and I didn't kill anything for long enough, the game just decided to open its doors for me. Leaving the room and coming back in caused all the enemies to disappear. I know there's a pacifist seed where you're supposed to go through every door automatically, and I don't know if that had to do with it or what. I had no idea. I was just running a normal playthrough. But a shovel will get nothing out of it. Well, we're going to be fighting the boss in this direction, there's no doubt about that. I have no intention of backtracking from this distance. Still see no tinted rocks. Though I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a few on the way here. Monster 2 is another annoying enemy for the fight. He also has quite a bit of HP. I don't really have any device for him, I'm just kind of dodge him. Just if he looks really determined after jumping twice, he's probably going to fire his beam. So I'd get out of the way if I were you. Really, the reason I don't like him is because of how frequently he jumps and becomes invincible. It ties in with the reason I don't like invisible enemies. But I guess invisible isn't the right word. I suppose not seen should be the better word. Invisible enemies aren't really a problem because you can still hit them. It's the enemies that become, like, are basically non-existent all of a sudden. They get invincibility frames. Well, I'm all for it in a game like Mega Man where bosses die extremely quickly. In a game like this, where you have to rely on random damage upgrades, if you get any at all, it's very annoying to have an enemy have any moment of invincibility. You'd rather just wail on him while dodging his bullets. Well, we get a tier upgrade like I wanted. Shot speed does nothing, but whatever. Let's go now. I like to replace the shovel at some point. That's what I was talking about by not moving. But yeah, I like to replace the shovel. If anything except maybe kamikaze. That is, unless I had pyromaniac. Apparently a bug just flew in my face. Sorry about that, I paused. Alright. I think secret room could be here. Just out of pure guess, but I'm not gonna do it yet. I'd rather explore a little bit more first. Be on the safe side. Isaac's fork. And a temperance card. That would have been more useful if I got that, you know, like 3 floors ago, maybe. Double key room. It's probably a dice rolling room, and I think I might actually want to take it. And it's not. It's a, I guess like a chest room. I don't really know what to call them right now. The sun card. I want to use it right away. Get 40-hour energy, so go straight through womb. That's not gonna give me anything that I want. Okay, let's play the sun card. So I can get the secret room easier. It was indeed exactly where I thought it would be. Some bombs. I'll use those to blow up mushrooms. Maybe get a luck upgrade. That's not a luck upgrade. That is definitely not a luck upgrade. You know, it's possible that I could get from the shop, if it's open, PhD. Wow. Hematomesis. That's just how I think it's pronounced. I almost feel like using a temperance card, and I could show a bit of an exploit you can use in the game to give yourself an edge. But I think that should come after we've done everything here, so I don't use it to get an unfair advantage in this run. This run I want to seriously unlock things, not use any kind of exploits to get an unfair hand. At least not yet. We'll see if I go down that road. When I said I wanted to replace the shovel, I didn't mean if an item that was functionally useless. Even though it has a reusable knockback, the butterbean is simply not worth ever taking. Even if you have no spacebar item, it's not really worth it. The knockback is practically non-existent. I should know, I've tried to use it before. I should have moved it a little bit more, but at least we get money out of it. And another soul heart. We're still near the health cap. Skelly men, I have never liked fighting them. Their shot speed is really high. In case you want to know why I don't like them. I see a tinted rock. I tend to scan the area while I'm in the middle of fighting. Probably not the best way for me to go about things. But the one in the X in the bottom right corner, that's Tinted Rock. This thing will shoot at me. Plenty of bombs and money. Like I said, no shortage of keys. I don't think I would ever need a flat penny in this particular run. Then we're fighting greed. Typical. When we have enough money to do something, we can't do anything. I don't know how long I want to hold on to this temperance card. This is not going to do anything for me. In fact, we can get even more money. As ludicrous as that sounds. Right. Plenty of health downs. I almost want to take it, simply because I'd rather have more soul hearts at this point. I won't, not this time. If I find another one down floors and I feel like I have more red health than I need, I may very well get rid of some of it. Seriously. I feel like the super secret room might be up there. It wasn't. I'm gonna put down the shovel. Oh yeah, boom, right. I suppose it doesn't have any functional use for us anymore, does it? Yeah, I can skip this fight. What's that gonna accomplish? I see another tinted rock. And AAA battery, trickle charge. If I had a usable spacebar item that wasn't the shovel, I'd consider picking it up. Ah, I still pick it up, because we don't really need keys anymore. There's only gonna be a handful of golden chests on. Whoa, slow down. Okay. I think I know what's causing it this time. I don't believe it's a recording, rather, I believe it is Raptor. Okay. Some tricky dodging over here, but somehow I'm managing to take less damage here than I take anywhere else. Considering how reckless I play, it's a surprise to me. It's going by very well. No, that's not good. Or rather, it doesn't even matter, does it? You got so much freaking HP. I don't think I'm gonna die. Taking some stupid damage, it's fine. Because the battle is already over. We get a deal with the angel. Dead Sea Scrolls. Wonderful! What are you gonna do for us today, Dead Sea Scrolls? Give us a pill. What's the pill? Balls of Steel. Okay, you've redeemed yourself. For now. Dead Sea Scrolls gives you a random spacebar effect. In this case, it gave us Mom's bottle of pills. It only has a two-room recharge, so it's actually usable frequently, but it can give you anything from, you know, the aforementioned bottle of pills to something like My Little Unicorn to something like Kamikaze. You have no control over it, and you have no forethought as well. And considering using AAA battery, you should be able to use it every room, in fact. As AAA battery automatically fills the last pit for you. Also, that's Cricket's head. Originally Max's head. And I frequently call it such. Still looks like a dog anyway. It kind of looks like a chihuahua now. Loki's not really anything to worry about. Neither is Chubb, I believe. I never really cared about his name. Yeah, we can use Dead Sea Scrolls again. Tinted rocks on the womb are much more difficult to spot. I may have gone over this previously. I don't get to record as frequently as I want to, so I may re-mention things I've mentioned before. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I can imagine some people finding it relatively repetitive. I believe Sigroom could be here. And there we go. Might as well use it and see what it gives me. I have no idea. I'm guessing it gave me Book of Belial, maybe? Oh, we got a damage upgrade either way. Yeah, it must have been. We had a cross, an inverted cross, I believe, on our head. No reason for me to put bomb there, I don't know why I did. There's no tinted rock here, I believe. Hey, it gave us, I believe, Mom's Pad. Was up. Gave us Lemon Party. Not even Lemon Party. Lemon Party would have been a good upgrade. Lemon Mishap. Excuse me. Probably Book of Belial again. I feel like Super Secret Room could be here. Maybe. No. That would be too easy. And it can't be here. Let's go up. That was, well, tarot cards. Decker cards, I believe. Alright. I'm gonna show off the Temperance thing. It has to do with second player mode. This baby can touch as soon as it goes in. And if you do it at the right timing, you can do it twice. If you can only do it once, you can do it during your flashing invulnerability. So you can repeatedly use the blood bank. We don't need to. Though this also applies to demon beggars. Anyway, moving on. Oh, this is actually great. I don't want to drop my guard though on Dead Sea Scrolls. You know, one room, it could be the best thing ever. The next room, it could kill you. That wasn't too bad. I can go back for more health, but missing half a heart is hardly something worth going back for. And we're fighting the Fallen. Now we got a card. I use the strength card here. That'll give us a damage boost. And I believe take away is half a soul heart, which can be considered a bit of a problem, but it's alright. We get Spirit of Night, which gives us the ability to fire over obstacles. And since we already had piercing from technology, that's only a straight upgrade. And we get the ability to fly, which is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, we can go in here. And here's Demon Judgment. I suppose I'll give an example. I could just play him like this. And he immediately paid out. Well, I was only expecting him to give one item, not an actual upgrade. Apparently he gave an upgrade too. I'm not going to take that, by the way. No need to. I have more than enough health to make it through the game. I'll run this. They gave me Shoop the Woo. Which, okay. I'm gonna stay like this? Please. Oh. Would have been cool if I stayed like that. They give me Yum Heart. Taking some pointless damage, but... Oh, I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't see any tinted rocks in that room. This is Mom's Pearls, so it increase our chances of getting a soul heart. But I think having close to, what, 50%? Maybe a bit more than that? That's probably more than enough at this point. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh, let's become Man Pack. Oh, I just noticed. I still had the Spirit of the Night little wisp tail afterwards. Health down. Yum Heart. Alright, I'm going to take the HP upgrade since we're not at 7 red hearts. I could take Mom's Pearl, but like I said. Well, you know, let's use the sun on that big room over there. And we can divine, well, we can find out straight away where the boss room is. Yeah, look at that. Are you a wizard? Let's take it. Because there's absolutely nothing to technology. Alright, now we know where the boss room is. We know we have to fight a large room to get to it. We can also get into that boss challenge room. Apparently that's what the name actually is. Oh, not before fighting Super Greed. That was Kamikaze. Like I said, let your guard down on Dead Sea Scrolls, and it screws you. Oh, look at that. 3 red chests. Is it worth doing? Yes. Okay. Here's an interesting idea. We can skip Mom's Heart, but we can go to Cathedral and get a Cathedral kill. I personally don't think that's worth it. But it's very tempting. Wow. Don't that just beat all? So this room was utterly pointless other than, hey, you want to go to Cathedral? That's basically it. I might as well use this. And we get invincibility. Oh, Midas Touch works with it. Guess I should have activated it a little earlier. But you can, I think you can forgive my wariness of using it after it blew me up. Quite literally. Alright, let's see this time. The tower? Or, no, Anarchist Cookbook. They have the identical function, but it's a spacebar items. Oh, wonderful. There's a Midas Touch in action with invincibility from My Little Unicorn. Okay. Let's get more invincibility. This first time wasn't enough. What about here? Oh, that was Tammy's head. Maybe I should stop calling out what all the spacebar items do. Come on. That one deserves special mention. Mad Megamaw, nor the Gate, I believe, are ever that big of a deal for me. But I really enjoy fighting them. Those are the enemies that had to make the game more like a bullet hell. And I never found them difficult. Let's see. I think I got Bookable Isle. Also, since we have Nun's Habit, I can use it again. And we get the blinking shears, one of the stronger attacks in the game. As you can see, the damage on Mom's heart is staggering. Oh, well. Unfortunately, we have to get the regular ending. Everything is terrible. The game just got harder. This means we're going to fight champion enemies more often, including champion bosses. 37 secrets. Oh, and by the way, despite me beating the game quite a few times on the second save file, I did not watch these endings. Most of the time I got deals with the devil or deals with the angels, so I completely skipped them. Which means that they're as much of a surprise to me as they would be to anyone else. Except for that punch, though. We unlocked Samson. That'll be the next character I play through. Thank you for watching the Challenge of Isaac, Rebirth, Part 6. And goodbye.